odcinku YouTube'a. Oczywiście gry Vampyr. To już 14 odcinek, więc zapraszam serdecznie. Przedstawiłem oczywiście, jak widzicie, kamerkę specjalnie dla was, żebyście mogli odczytywać teksty, które będą występowały w gierce. Niestety ja tego nie przewidziałem. Musimy to wybaczyć, niestety jestem początkującym streamerem cały czas, mimo że już streamuję trochę czasu. Ale wciąż jestem początkujący, no i kurczę, jakoś nie wiem. Tyle razy przeglądałem, tak sprawdzałem sobie te swoje filmiki, a nie zwróciłem uwagi na to, że po prostu nie było, że teksty mi się nie zgadzają, nie? Że zasłania mnie moim wspaniałym widzom. Ale słuchajcie, to nic takiego. Mamy 20 poziom. Bardzo fajnie to wszystko wygląda. O. Rolkę tylko słychać. Właśnie, galaretka jest. No, także musimy sobie zobaczyć. Coś tutaj ogarnąć dobrego. Życie okularnika jest ciężkie. Tyle lat nie nosiłem okularów, a teraz muszę nosić do kompa. Nie jest takie proste. Dobra, zobaczmy co. Whitechapel jesteśmy. Usuwamy ten znacznik. Oczywiście, jeżeli chodzi o misję, to teraz mam rozsądną krączkę. Z Lady Ahburn mamy się spotkać w West Endzie. Chciałbym sobie coś tu jeszcze poogarniać, tak? Czyli chodzi o dokładnie o misję. Macie? Właśnie coś. I zgłoś się do ich abona Trogmore. Nie mam pojęcia kto to jest, ale to jest w dokach, tak. Będzie Whitechapel. Wciąż szukam tej okultyzmu, ale nie mam tej kurczę. Nie znalazłem tak. No dobrze, zobaczmy sobie w Whitechapel, co tam słychać ciekawego. A gdzie jestem w ogóle? Whitechapel jestem. To jest kurde. Mi doki pokazuje. Szpital. Ci się leczą tam, bo ja jestem. Musiałem im pomóc. No ból głowy nie dałem gościa. Leczyliśmy. Status jest oczywiście źrenicy poważny niestety. Mamy stabilny. Oczywiście to jest West End, do którego jeszcze nie dotarłem. Nie masz przyjmować. Teraz tak, misje w dokach mamy jeszcze dwie misje dodatkowe. W szpitalu zrobiliśmy wszystko. Whitechapel zostało nam tylko to, ale nie mogę znaleźć niestety tego ostatniego tekstu, ale to tam spokojnie, mi się wydaje, że to będzie właśnie w tym West Endzie. Na chwilę obecną możemy wrócić do doków i po prostu zrobić sobie ten. Złodziei, którzy okradli Gizle Paxton i tyle. Ej, a czemu w ogóle zacząłem się... Nie. Kochanie? Czemu się zaczął Epic Games włączać? Wrzuciło mnie z gry przez przypadek, przepraszam. Ok, czyli wracamy się do... Wow. Zachodnich doków. Daleko. Przy okazji chyba sobie zahaczymy ten... główny? Nie, wrócimy się do szpitala. Dobrze. Może teraz pójdziemy prosto. Wrócimy się przez ten... Tutaj sobie przejdziemy przez West End, nie? Aha, bo ja tu mam już zablokowane, bo ja nie mogę tam wleźć. Dobra, to musi się wrócić do szpitala. Pamiętam, tędy się wraca. No i cyk, śmietnik znaleźliśmy, kurde. Ale niesamowitych rzeczy. Myślałem, że szybko wrócimy tutaj do szpitala i zaraz uderzamy do tych doków. A teraz mi pokazuje na mapce, okej. A jeszcze Strickland tu gdzieś jest. Teraz go odnajdziemy i im pomożemy. Mr. Strickland. Area. Arkyord. O, jest, mamy go.
Yeah, you have the right to disapprove of our method.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Lekko.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Did you know Dr. Ackroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I to wszystko. Uleczyliśmy go, żeby zwiększyć jeszcze poziom tej dzielnicy. Ale się lekarz nie będzie zabijał. Momencik.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end? I will not let you down, my boy.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give
So
you the
many
benefit of the
deaths.
doubt.
And still more coming. How can we be sure we're making a difference? Good evening. My sweet girl.
No.
Like a book.
Nie, dobra, tylko nie mam ochoty akurat teraz.
Anything from her.
Pyszna jest. Okej, wracamy do gierki. Przepraszam, na chwileczkę potrzebowałem przerwy. Już jedziemy z koksikiem.
You always knew the words to As for me, we have some of the most brilliant minds in London.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure.
Dawno, że z nim gadałem.
Do you need
I'm feeling...
Jeszcze jedną wskazówkę mi dostała do niego.
Please show.
Of course. It...
I tak hajsu nie ma. Pewnie, że wydałem wszystko.
It's locked, all right.
Alright. Alright. Teraz wszystko widzicie, nie?
Look at it! Vicious bugger!
Wilkołak.
Killing's all you deserve! Oh Christ! Let's hit him!
Pozamiatane, kurde.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! Crush the leaves, boys! He's dead! Die, vermin!
No, teraz za mocno wyrwałem. Ale też za dużo chciałem, kurde. Ale to nic się takiego nie stało, moi drodzy.
Get them weapons ready! With VAMPYR! Die, vermin! Get them weapons ready! He's dead! Watch it! It's a killer!
Tyle w to macie. Dobra, zobaczmy sobie którą stroną teraz. Czyli musimy przejść sobie przez doki. Tutaj można przeskoczyć do tego poziomu. Jówka i hajs.
This is no steady, boys. We've got one. Christ, he's dead.
I prosto idziemy cały czas. Przed siebie. Są goście.
Best be moving on.
Wrócimy się i przejdziemy górą.
Right now. Lively! It's on to us! It's being bit! Oh, that's smart! It ain't you, man! Christ, he's dead!
Zauważę, że im że jak powiem, wyższy poziom mamy, będzie jak są mocniejsze umiejętności, to wtedy też mniej krwi potrzebujemy na ich wytworzenie. Na użycie na przykład, nie? Azura i tak dalej. Kurczę, uderzył mnie. Dobrze idę? Nie. Teraz zobaczymy. Ja sobie przejdę. Ustawię tu, gdzie jestem? W tym miejscu. A, czyli w drugą stronę w ogóle idę. Muszę zawrócić. Ponieważ tam będzie ślepy zaułek. Śmietnik, kolejny śmietnik. No to już jest chyba ta dzielnica, w której, no właśnie, są nasi pecy. Jest
You again. What do you want?
Foolish girl and her pre-principles. She's got no idea who she's been.
Have you heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter? That bastard's become some... Goodbye.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts are bloody. Are they stupid or something?
There's gotta be some...
A chciałem coś pokupić, ale przecież nie miał hajsu, zapomniałem. Tu oczywiście już będziemy właśnie na tym miejscu. Nie przejdzie, no tu jest wilkołak pewnie. mocny. Nocny wulkot. Właśnie nigdy za niego dostałem. Bardzo gry. Leczymy się. Ale muszę przyznać, że jestem dużo silniejszy jak w ogóle, jeszcze na początku gry i tak dalej, to bardzo kozak. To nie widziałem wcześniej. Pewnie będą jeszcze trudniejszy cały czas. Idziemy sobie tam przez... O, skale, które mają 20 artefakt. Ale dostał. Bang. No, mocno. I kołaki? Kurde, to jest w ogóle jakieś strasznych rzeczy. Może to przez to, że nie zadbałem o zdrowie w tej dzielnicy, ale chyba raczej nie. Nawet nie mogę dbać o to zdrowie. Jest tam. Dobrze idę. Tędy, a potem tamtędy. Ale dostał. Coś tam ogarniał. Szczury chyba, nie? Oto cygdy.
This is
Kubańca.
despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
No się dalej. Jak się uleczymy, o i gitara. Mam problem. Idziemy dalej. Mogę sobie swobodnie otwierać te... A, to jest ta bezpieczna dzielnica, tak zwana. Dobrze idę. To jest miejsce, w którym okradli tą kobietę. Teraz spróbujemy ogarnąć sobie.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Fuck! He's dead!
Giselle's stolen money. Prewen has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Oczywiście jej pomogę, bo Wizyta wysłać tym pieniędzmi. Pierdaczył mnie na bronię. Po 3 metry. Za miejsce? Co wyglądasz? Jednak byłem tutaj.
This is no place for a gentleman.
Gdy wracałem, to nie mam iść. Gdzie jest Giselle Paxton? Aj, mam jej szukać. Państwo są, bardzo dobrze. To mi się od razu podoba. Kurczę, jakoś samo pamiętam tą miejscówkę. Ja pamiętam, tam
Good evening, young man.
handlarz.
There's no need to call me.
Young man,
I'm perfectly.
goodbye.
O, łowca wampirów.
The wet boots shouldn't be fighting each other. They've got bigger.
Bloody leech!
No dobra, nie jest tak źle. Też ciągle muszę szukać. Kurczę, ja wróciłem tutaj aż. A, bo ja tutaj miałem zaskoczyć. Tutaj można szukać tej pani Gizol.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
W dobrym miejscu jestem w ogóle? Jestem w dobrym miejscu. Gdzieś powinno być tutaj. Jest z Gizelem. O, jest.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Ah.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Do you have...
The place...
Are you worried about the sanitary situation?
Chaos is rising, Dr. Reed. This city is about to crumble.
You almost sound happy.
This world needs to die, Dr. Reed.
No cóż, przynajmniej się
Do you
nas
need
przekonała.
No, thank you.
Well, I'll
Przynajmniej się nas
leave you for
przekonała
now.
i już nas
Goodbye.
lubi. Okej. Coś tam zrobić. Teraz kolejna misja. Może być ciekawe. Gdzieś tędy szedłem. Jest. Łowca. Co on robi?
I hope they'll all return to the shadows once the epidemic has passed.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Do you need my
I appreciate your concern.
Have you heard?
The sad saint will always be a target.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye.
Więc to wszystko. Moi drodzy, udało się. Zakończyliśmy wszystkie śledztwa i teraz sprawdzimy sobie na... Jakie misje mamy zrobione? Brakuje mi tylko tej jednej, bo ja nie znalazłem jednego tego tej notatki napisanej Braille'em. Mam tu brak. Chyba jej nie mam, prawda? Tutaj nie wyskakują.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Organiczny notatek. Może coś tu z tego wynika, że... Dobra, chyba to żadnych... jednak.
The wet boots shouldn't be fighting each other. They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
Widzicie, czyli jednak coś mi to daje. Jeszcze nie znalazłem, chociaż tam miałem w pewnym momencie okazję odnaleźć tą panią. A to już wszystko, resztę już czytałem, ale nie jestem pewien. Jeszcze to czytamy. Tak jest. A to jest ten. Jednak warto czytać to. Jest tak, tego to znam. O tej pani nie znam. No tam jest. To miejsce pamiętam akurat. O.
It's been a while since you last paid me a visit.
I'm sorry to say, but you haven't yet paid me for the clock I brought you last time.
The clock? Oh, yes. I found a broken clock in the living room and I couldn't remember where it came from.
You broke it? Ah, that is unfortunate. It was such a beautiful piece of work.
Really? Oh, I'm so clumsy these days. I'm so sorry. How much was it?
This'll be enough. I can't make you pay the whole price if it's broken.
That's so kind of you. I'm going to make some tea now.
It will be enough until the next time you forget it, you old bat.
Koleżko, Zaraz tu sobie pogadamy. Teraz sobie, koleżko, pogadamy tutaj. Radać biedną starszą panią, no wiesz co?
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
It's time to confess, Martin. You've exploited Miss Gillingham's weakness to your own advantage, have you not?
All I've done is smile at her and be kind to her. I've done no other harm than giving her what she needed. This is no crime.
You really are convinced you did nothing wrong. Young man, you are a fascinating case of shameless selfishness.
You can blame my folks for that. They taught me never to expect nothing from anyone except lies.
So it's bad parenting then? How convenient. Where are your parents?
6 feet under, I suppose. When the flu had weakened my father enough for him to be too weak to punch me, I figured it was time to run away.
Is that why you let them die of the flu? Because your father was beating you?
When the epidemic started, last summer, I begged them to leave town. Neighbors were dying, houses were looted, but they chose to stay.
Do you have any regrets about what happened?
I haven't got regrets, but sometimes I'd like to make sure they're gone. Dead for good. Like, it helps me sleep.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling?
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
A to ci, kozaczek, kurde.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Może jednak wróci.
Have you heard?
He keeps investing time, help.
Goodbye.
To wszystko.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
W okazji panią jeszcze ograbimy.
locked, all right.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
What can you tell me?
Oh no, I don't.
Who are the more
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Is anyone taking care of you?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
Enid, listen to me. You must not trust Martin Nightingale. Do you understand?
Martin reminds me so much of my Jack. I've not seen him here in quite some time.
Martin is not your son, Miss Gillingham. He's taking advantage of you.
No, Martin is not my son. My son's name is Jack. He always takes such good care of me. Who is this Martin you speak of?
Please listen. Martin is a young man who extorts money from you. Because of your vulnerability, miss.
What are you attempting, Dr. Tippett? If this is some kind of new experimental procedure, well, I do not like it one bit.
Do you require medical...
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must...
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Chyba wszystko.
Have you heard...
I've never heard that name before.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Moi drodzy, zrobiliśmy wszystkie misje, tylko jeszcze nie znam. Przejdziemy do misji głównej, będziemy sobie robić. Daleko nie mamy. Już stąd przejdę, chyba nie. Dobra, może do West Endu trochę. O, pociąg. Okej, załatwimy. Patrz, fragment, kurde, porządnego uchwytu, nie? 3. Ale jazda, a ja to kupowałem za tyle hajsu. Było kiedykolwiek? A, to jest zamknięte. O. Niestety. Nie przejdę ten, tak myślałem, czyli jest ten West End jest zamknięty. A to nic. W końcu nam się odkryje ta dzielnica. Okej, mamy wszystko. Wszystko tutaj. No. No dobra, idziemy dalej. Upsi. Twórca.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away! Whoever you are!
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion!
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary!
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
Wygodniała królowata, jakby nie próbował przestrzec przed tą Lady Ahburn.
I cannot enter.
Kurczę, to jak nie mogłem tędy przejść. A, czyli muszę iść tam tym mostem. Kurczę. Więc próbujemy tutaj przetransportować się na drugą stronę. Wygląda, jakby się dało. Uwaga. Kurde, nic z tego. Może tędy? No tak, tędy się da przejść. Uła. No i gitara. To nie ta miejscówka. Na pewno.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Dziewięcia stała się bardzo niebezpieczna. Gdzie jestem? To jeszcze nie jest West End.
Last warning, sir. Easy does it, boys. Hey, leeches. No! Bloody leech!
Ja się chyba zawiesił. Więc poczekamy jeszcze. 32 sekundy. No, na mapce już prawie tu jesteśmy, tak? Spotkać się z Lady Ahburn na West Endzie. Biega szybciej.
This is now my domain, young Ekon.
Teraz on przejdzie? Niestety. Zawiesił się. No szkoda. Jeszcze nie byłem, nie ukrywam. To pierwszy błąd, jaki wyhaczyłem w tej gierce. Taka furka fajna. Na wilkołaka słyszę. Są jakieś wampiry. Wow. Dobry był. To jakaś miejscóweczka? O tak, chyba kryjóweczka będzie. A może nie?
It's locked.
Ksiądz. O, jakie fajne. Uzładnimy go?
He's dead!
No, niezły więc.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Shit, that leech is fast!
Teraz muszę go wychlać. Pięknie, pięknie, moi drodzy, zbieramy dużo fajnych rzeczy.
This is despicable.
Jest kryjóweczka.
It's locked, all right.
Kurczę. wolne są. Chociaż tamten, co pierwszy raz z nim walczyłem, to nie był taki wolny. A, to był ciężki.
I cannot enter.
Okej. Zatem już rozbiliśmy tu wszystkich, to idziemy do Lady Ahburn. Dowiemy się, o co dalej kamer. Tutaj? Tu coś wyskoczy.
I have this thirst for blood.
To drzwi, ale zamknięte. Nie, ten West End, nie? Jak mi się wydaje. No, dokładnie. Do West Endu jeszcze nie mam wstępu. Więc za chwilę będę mieć.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
No jest konkretny. Się zgadzam z tobą.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Why do you continue to mock me?
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary, she was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
I felt this power radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I coś na rzeczy.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan? What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No, I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
To spoko. Jest 50 minut. Okej, dziękuję serdecznie za dzisiejszy odcinek. Już jest 14. Zapraszam oczywiście na transmisję na żywo, zawsze na Twitcha, także dziękuję serdecznie i zapraszam na ten, który będzie oczywiście na YouTubie. Dzisiaj już kończę, niestety przepraszam za zadziewanie, bo dzisiaj byłem w pracy, ale odcineczek jest. Także do następnego razu, trzymajcie się i zapraszam serdecznie na już długo 15 serii Vampyr. Maderko,